Good evening and happy Saturday to you. It's time for our weekly update from Newport Grammar School. We just finished our first week of the second 9 weeks grading period, and we now have some students who have changed their placement from being virtual learners who are now joining us here in person, and we welcome you. We also have some students who have moved to virtual learning, and we miss seeing you here, but we're looking forward to interacting with you online as we move forward. If you're the parent of a new virtual learner, or if you've continued with virtual learning from the first 9 weeks, I want to make sure that you know what to do if you need technical assistance. We've scheduled some of our staff to be available throughout the school day to help with any problems that you might be encountering with technology related to virtual learning, from Chromebook issues to issues with online textbooks or Google Classroom. I want to encourage you to contact the school by telephone during school hours and let us know that you need help with a technical issue for virtual learning. We can connect you with one of our on-call staff members who can help you take care of any problems. In some cases, your child's teacher may also connect you with a tech support staff member if they see that there's a need to do that. We have some exciting things coming up next week. We have Fall Picture Day on Tuesday, October 27th for any student who didn't have their picture made during our first Fall Picture Day back in September. We'd also like our virtual learners to come in on Tuesday between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock to have their picture made. Virtual learners should park at the gym entrance and enter the gym lobby. Those students will be temperature checked and asked a few health-related questions before entering, and we're asking all parents to wait outside the building. Those pictures should be able to be completed very quickly. Now, if you've just moved to virtual learning and you had your picture made in September, you do not need to come in on Tuesday unless you're participating in the athletic or the group pictures that are also being made on Tuesday. I want to really encourage any student who didn't have their picture made back in September to get their picture made on Tuesday. These photos are being used for the yearbook, and we'd like to include everybody. Also this week, we kick off our basketball season with 2 home games on Tuesday and Thursday. We're also pleased to introduce our newly formed dance team. They'll be performing at some of our home games, and they've been working over the past couple of weeks to prepare for their first season. I want to talk a bit about the ticketing process for our home games this year. For health and safety reasons, we're operating with reduced capacity in our gym for athletic events, and so now we're limiting our ticket sales. Each player or cheerleader will have 3 reserved tickets that can be purchased at the gate for each home game. Now, any remaining tickets will be sold to spectators on a first-come, first-served basis until our reduced capacity of 347 is reached. Next, I'd like to address a question I've been getting from parents a lot recently, and that is, what happens if an in-person student has to quarantine and they'll be unable to attend school for several days? Well, in those situations, we want to transition that student to virtual learning during that quarantine time. We're able to provide the student with a Chromebook, and teachers can continue working with students remotely to continue interacting with them until they're able to return to school. Lastly today, I want to talk about the importance of remaining vigilant about wearing masks while at school. As we get later into the school year, I want to encourage everyone to not let their guard down. Let's remember to bring those masks every day. Let's keep them on, and let's make sure they're covering both the nose and the mouth. I'm convinced that the reason we've seen such a small level of impact among our students with this virus is that we're being diligent about sanitizing and wearing masks, so let's keep it up. As always, thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.